Good morning, pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys can join us today. Hope everyone's doing amazing. Hope everyone's doing well. I know I am. I'm doing great, and I'm excited to be here. Let's go, baby. And we're gonna find the best setups possible today, pandas. I don't care if you're a hater. I don't care if you're a lover of this channel. It does not matter. We're finding the best setups possible. Doesn't stop us from finding the best setups possible on the E-minis. Doesn't stop us from finding those two-legged pullbacks. Doesn't stop us from finding these trend lines. Very interesting here. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys could join us. Good morning. Hey, make sure you drop a GM in the chat with your location. Helps out the stream a lot. Don't forget to scalp the like button. Welcome to my stream where I am doing the Apex Evaluation Challenge. If you don't know what that is, basically Apex is a prop firm and they give you a funded account if you pass the evaluation. I'll put the rules on the evaluation on the top left, but I'm going to just go over a little bit what's happening here. In the evaluation, you have to be able to make $9,000 before hitting a $5,000 trailing drawdown. And we're going to get to this, we're going to complete this evaluation trading only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. A, B, C, two-legged pullback here. Second entry long. Do I like that two-legged pullback? Do I like that one? It's okay. It's okay. If I drew this trend line earlier, maybe I'll like it more. Signal bar not so strong. Actually, this is the signal bar. I'll say on my pause on this one. Wasn't really sure what was going to happen. Main reason being because the 10K is in a trading range right now. With all this chop here, all this chop here. And we do have on the 10K chart a reversal pattern. And on the 10K, the reversal pattern happens usually pretty strong. So we can have a bull trend day today, all day today. But I was thinking the low from on Friday was going to be our resistance. Mainly because on the daily, we had this strong bear bar. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I mentioned if we broke Friday's low yesterday, if you guys remember on stream, I put a order here. I believe it was here. I put an order here to try to get 10 points for a 5-point risk, thinking if it went below this this line, this red line, which was Friday's close, we would be able to get a nice 10 points. In fact, we don't get it. It actually breaks again here, but we don't get it until finally here, and we finally get 10 points. And right here on this, from this line to here, this line is at 45, 60, 75. That's what this line is. Where does it go? It goes to 45, 50, 50. So it makes a perfect scalp from this low, from the break of this red line to here. And it makes 10 points and bounces off of it about 7 points. And then finally reverses and gives you like another 10 points. So you get pretty much like 20 points here. Excuse me. Oh my. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. I actually was able to capture a nice swing here. I think from this trap, I think I was able to swing this with the runner. But yeah, like I said, like I mentioned, if we broke below this red line, I was looking for 10 points, and the 10 points happened here. And so like even if I like try to get for the 10 points, a 2-to-1 risk ratio, if I done it here, got stopped out 5 points, done it here even, got stopped out 5 points. If I did it again, I would actually just come out break even, right? If I look for 10 points, right? Because I got stopped at 5 here, 5 here, and then I would have made 10 points here. So that's why I, tried it, and even though I lost, I thought it was worth it because on the daily we had a two-legged pullback forming. I mentioned this right in the beginning of the stream, two-legged pullback with a nice signal bar, and I was looking for 10 points at least if we broke this low under this big inverted hammer right here. So pandas, I know maybe some of you guys were like, man, that was a crazy trade, why would I do that? Well, I did it because the risk was worth it for the reward, in my opinion. And it is what it is. I lost like 500 and I just moved on. I still ended like plus 900 for the day, and so it is what it is. Steve R says, did I hear you say you live in the Philippines? I do not live in the Philippines. I live in the States. I live actually on the East Coast. So my time zone is the exact same time zone as the market. And this is why I can't trade full time. Because it interferes with my full-time job. I kind of wish I lived in the Philippines. Maybe I could do both full-time job and full-time trading. That'd be crazy. Good morning to my... Say good morning, couple of my pandas here. Kellyanne, good morning. Icky, good morning. Panda, 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 panda. Frank Angelo, good morning from New Jersey. SW Blaze, good morning. Steve R from South Carolina, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Brandon Jones, morning from Florida. Phil W, yeah, good morning. Good trading. We got a couple of our veteran pandas joining here. CAD285 with his second entry forming on his two-legged pullback badge. Phil W with his two-legged pullback badge. And we also got SW Blaze. Thank you for your long-term support, pandas. You actually have one more badge to get, and I think that happens at 9 months, so do appreciate it. I might add one more for the 1 year. Beach Bum, good morning from North Carolina. Richard Harris, good morning, good morning. M. Bonnet, good morning. Arif Rashid, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the stream, pandas. I'm glad that you guys can join us. Right now, we're in this uptrend. Don't mess with it. And as I mentioned before, I'm doing an Apex evaluation. If you look at the top left of your screen, you can follow along exactly what I'm doing. And again, this is 100% transparency. I mean, I know there's a lot of haters out there saying, oh, he just does all this, he doesn't do this, he trades playback, whatever. I don't know anything else that could be more convincing than posting my dashboard for my evaluation. I mean, I don't know what else you guys want from me. I mean, if that doesn't do it, nothing will. And so you can follow along on my journey here with me. And, it's no guarantee I'll pass this. Who knows? I might fail it. But pandas, I'm going to stick to the plan. And I'm going to try my best. I mean, I believe I can pass this. I really do, just because of my ability to double my count multiple times. The funny thing about this is that even though you have a 150K account, I'm trading this kind of like maybe a 40K account. And that's how I'm treating it. I'm trading only 4 contracts and 3 scouts, 1 runner, and I'm trading small because of the drawdown. The drawdown is only $5,000, and so if at any point in time, at the highest point of my account unrealized to the lowest point unrealized, it will, if it ever reaches $5,000, so you can see on the top left, you can see exactly where the trailing drawdown is. And then the trailing drawdown is there because I got some unrealized gains, a little higher than my gains, and so it includes that in the trailing drawdown. And so it's not a perfect minus 5,000 for my account balance, it's a minus 5,000 on the highest point my account ever reached unrealized. So I hope that makes sense to you, especially for anyone who is interested in trying to do one of these funded accounts. And so if you pass this evaluation, you know, Apex will give you $150,000 to trade with. And basically, in my mind, that just translates into 17 contracts and with a $5,000 drawdown. But the thing is, if you get a funded account, if you get enough capital, you know, you don't have any drawdown whatsoever. You have a static drawdown essentially, which is the original account balance. So Uriel Cohan says, are you joining Apex? I already joined Apex. I'm doing the evaluation. And so pandas, if you guys want to also do the evaluation, there is a 50% off code right now off Apex. And so that's why I'm starting this right now. There's a 50% off code until October 31st, I believe, the end of the month. And so if you guys would like, you guys can click on the link. Helps a lot if you click on the link that's provided. That's in the chat and also in the description below. If you're thinking about joining, please use that link. Crazy thing is, you can see the statistics on the people who clicked on the link, and over 160 people clicked on the link. 160 people clicked on the link, but I got no commissions. So you guys are clicking the link and doing something weird and then joining, which is fine. But I do appreciate if you guys do actually use the link if you're going to join. Helps out the stream out a lot. Helps me out a lot. So if you guys are interested, please, check out Apex. I mean, from the details that they give you, if they live up to their promise, man, oh man, oh man, Apex is the best. Apex is truly the best in terms of what they give. They give you 90% of your money back, right? If you withdraw, 90%. That means they only take 10%, right? But there's some limitations where you can't withdraw. Like, there's like time restraints in terms of withdrawing. Like, I believe you have to like trade every 10 days from your previous withdrawal. So that just prevents you. And there's also a minimum that you can withdraw, which is fine, which makes complete sense to me. Gina Anasaria says, I got 50K account yesterday. I traded on the London session earlier today and 1K already. Let's go, baby. 9 more days and to get my 2K. Thanks for the code. Let's go, baby. Do appreciate it. Hope you use the link, Gina. But man, what they give you is, in my opinion, it is the best in the perks, in terms of perks. Pandas. Hope you guys are doing well. Kellyanne says, runner, isn't there a trailing stop loss that counts unrealized? Yes, there is. Kellyanne, I mentioned a little earlier, what it is. So, you have to, it tracks the unrealized. And so if you if you got to your account to be 5,000 over and didn't take that profit, and then it goes back down to the original price, you actually will lose. You would fail the evaluation. So I'm putting my my dashboard on top left of the screen. You can see it clearly. Gino, thanks for using the link. Do appreciate it. I'm guessing that's what people do. They're using the link, getting into the website, and then they're perusing, looking at all the information, because of course you don't just jump in and then Uriel asks, where can I find the code? The code is in the pinned message. It is in the pinned message. Pandas. Hope you guys are doing amazing. So, hopefully you guys take advantage of that code. My chart looks insane. Let me clear this up a little bit here. Oh, but I like this. I like some of these trend lines I drew. I'm gonna clear it. It's a little too much noise. Let's start fresh here. Feeling a little drag on this, a little laggy. We're okay here. How many of you guys thought that once it made this trend up here, this was going to go up forever? I mean, how many of you guys thought when you saw this, this was going to be a strong bull trend, right? Bouncing off Friday's low with a trap like that. How many of you guys thought this was going to go up forever? And tell me, how many of you guys had the trading range indicator to tell you, no, it's going to come back to the bottom trading range, which is exactly what it did. Our failed breakout of the trading range. Trading range indicator marking beautifully yesterday's trading range on the 2,000 tick chart. Also, right on the 10,000 tick chart. It's actually even more perfect hit on the 10,000 tick chart, hitting the top of the trading range here. 1, 2, 3 hits on the top here. Right, the trading range made the trading range up here using price action because of all of these touches here. So it puts the top of the trading range right there, bottom of the trading range because of all of these touches here. So it gives us a trading range quite beautifully actually here. And it gave it to us probably with this, you know, with this candle here. Probably, actually with this here and with this here, it gave us a trading range of yesterday. So that trading range indicator is beautiful. Worked beautifully yesterday. I know it helped me. So let's just mark this trend line right now that we're dealing with. On the 10K chart, I do see a reversal here with this reversal pattern. Huh, that's actually funny. But this is pretty choppy right now. And let's hope everyone's doing amazing. And let's make sure you scalp that like button. I'm actually excited for this journey. I mean, I hope I pass it. I mean, hopefully I could pass it as soon as possible. But I mean, in my opinion, no rush. I'm just gonna take what the market gives me. Then the higher low second entry here, terrible signal bar. I can tell it's a second entry immediately just because I see this dark green 2 here. Very easy to see with the two-legged pullback indicator. Yeah, Uriel Cohen says, what does it mean? 167 days, 30 days. Yeah, so it's a subscription for the evaluation for $167 a month. In my opinion, these prop trading firms, the only risk they have is actually whatever the trailing drawdown is per the account that you create in the beginning. And after that, if you can make more than the trailing drawdown, then everything's profit for them, in my opinion. It's an interesting business model. They make most of their money off these evaluations, obviously, because it's completely free for them. I mean, they have to pay a little bit, but I mean, you're paying for it in your subscription. Like in my mind, if the business model doesn't make sense, it's a scam. And so I'm trying to, in my mind, you know, think clearly. Is this business model viable? And I realize the only risk they really do take is that initial giving you the funded account and that first $5,000, at least for this 150K account. But everything else is basically they get these monthly payments from you. They get whatever commissions off of you. Yeah. Aaron Dawn says, so if you flat out lose a trade, does a trailing drawdown take out any unrealized gains before it hit your stop? I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna... Oh, Icky asks, does like discount apply to renewal as well? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it counts only for first-time subscribers. Ariel asks, anyone that I call by phone, I think you have to email them. Their support is pretty good. I mean, they responded pretty quick when I messaged them. Pandas, we're really low. We're really low on the concurrent viewers today. Ooh. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. It helps out the stream out a lot. Really low today, huh? I wonder why. Aaron Dawn says, so if you flat out lose a trade, does a trailing drawdown take out any unrealized gains before it hits your stop? I'm not sure if I understand what that means, but basically what happens is that yeah, if you, let's say you have a $10,000 account, right? If you made up to, like, let's say and the trailing drawdown is like $2,000. Let's say that if you're in a trade and your unrealized gain goes up to $2,000, but you never actually get out of the trade, and then all of a sudden it reverses and goes back to, let's say, $10,000, you actually failed the evaluation because your unrealized went up to 12,000, and then so now your new point of reference for your trailing stop loss is 12,000, which it doesn't matter if it's realized or unrealized. And if your count ever goes below 10,000 at that point, right, which is 12,000 minus 2,000, then you will fail the evaluation, even if it's unrealized. Let's say it goes all the way down to 9,000 and then goes all the way back to 13,000. You will still fail that evaluation. Pandas. Hope you're excited for this evaluation as I am. On the stream, we trade for those who are just joining in on the stream, I'm Bob Money. We're doing an Apex evaluation right now. We're going to get that funded account, 150K. I have to get to my goal to $159,000 before hitting a $5,000 drawdown, trailing drawdown. And we're going to do that trading only one single setup and only one single instrument. The S&P futures, the ES, the E-mini, the Super Bowl trade. We trade it here every single day at 9 a.m. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this. Just two pushes down, two pushes up. In the right context, it's greater than 90% probability to make a point. In this uptrend, you see this two-legged pullback right here. A, B, C. Makes a point, makes more than a point here. You can scalp out a point here and have a runner. Runner will get stopped out, but still. Also, you have another one right here. A, B, C. Scalps out right here as well. It's a higher low, second entry off the 20 EMA. So the right context is greater than 90% probability to make 1 point for us on the E-mini futures. Also on the stream, we trade pure price action. So I'm going to read bar by bar what's happening on this market. And not only that, everything on the screen helps with price action. You have the trading range indicator that uses pure price action to mark these trading ranges. You have the two-legged pullback indicator that helps count all legs and identify second entries and traps for us automatically. If you want more information about either of these indicators, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. The link is in the description below. Also, if you like a funded account on Apex, you can check out the link on the description below, also in the pinned message. Also, there currently is a 50% off code, Apex50. So make sure you take the advantage of that. I believe it ends on the end of the month. So, pandas, I hope all of that is helpful for you guys and for your trading. If you do like the content here so far, make sure you slap that like button. Pandas, the market's about to open in about 3 minutes here. Right now, we're in this uptrend, but it's very choppy in my opinion. It's a very choppy uptrend. The 10K chart's marking trading range. We got 4 pushes up on the 10K chart, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, pandas. Like when I look at yesterday's chart on the daily, I see the strong bear bar. What I expect from this strong bear bar is some follow through, but right now we're not getting a follow through. We're getting immediate turnaround right here, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, pandas. But in my mind, I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down here to the 20 EMA on this, off of this two-legged pullback here that I drew. Right, this two-legged pullback drew, and we had a strong bear bar. A lot of people are wondering, why did we get this strong bear bar yesterday? Well, they're gonna give you a bunch of reasons, but pandas, we all know here the real reason: pure price action. Right, two-legged pullback. We had this type of signal bar here, and after the two-legged pullback, 2 pushes up, we knew the market was done and it wants to push down. Right, this move is done up here. It wants another push down. It needs a two-legged pullback, in my opinion, to the downside in order for this move to be done to the downside. But who knows, pandas? We're gonna wait here. We're gonna sit on our pause, and we're gonna wait for the best setups possible. We do have a trap trade to the long side here, right off the 20 EMA, but hitting our heads right into the top of this resistance here. But I like this, right? If you're a bull, you like this staying above the 20 EMA like this. And if you're a bull, you like this trade here. If you're a bull, you might think it's worth taking this risk. I'm gonna sit on my pause just because I see the trading range indicator marking the top of the trading range. I do not want to go right into that. But the bulls are punishing those right now, right? Who try to go short right into that 20 EMA in this uptrend. The bulls are gonna try to punish them. They're doing a good job so far, in my opinion. I mean, I like this trade. I like this trade, pandas. I like it. I mean, I do like it, but I can't ignore the top of this trading range right here. I can't ignore these 3 overlapping bars, right? Telling me that there's chop here, and we're still within this chop. Right? We're within the range of these 3 huge overlapping bars, and I just can't get myself to go long right here. I cannot do it. But pandas, anyone going long there, I hope you guys make it. Thoughts and prayers to you. Anyone taking this trap, thoughts and prayers. Market's about to open in 20 seconds. Trap has triggered, so thoughts and prayers for anyone entering there. I wouldn't be mad if you did, but I'm just sitting on my pause here because I see the top of the trading range. Right, seeing this chop here, and really don't know what's gonna happen. Market just opened and immediately scalps you out, so that's the beauty of the trap. Man, oh man, oh man. But comes up, comes right back down, and then comes right back up. It comes up, comes back down, comes back up. We're getting ourselves a nice uptrend right now. 4 pushes up. So pandas, anyone who took that scalp, congrats. Right, 2-legged pullback or trap trade right off the 20 EMA. Actually a nice trade. And hope you guys are doing well. That's a nice trade right there. I was really tempted, and but man, it was just right before market open. Kind of right getting this chop right here, and didn't want to trade against these overlapping bars right here. I didn't want to trade against it. We've got an L4 setup right now, but strong uptrend, so I'm not looking to go short at all right now. Strong uptrend. Could get another push up, so even with these strong signal bars here, we could get another push up, showing us the strength of the bulls here. If we get another push up here, man, oh man. Right, you know, this should reverse, right? When you see strong signal bars like this should reverse on this L4 setup. It should reverse to back here, but it's not. In fact, it's doing the opposite. Let me refresh my historical here. Realized I didn't do that today. Tim Chone. Let's go, baby. Uriel says, I'm not finding the code. What is the benefit of the code? You can place the code when you get to the step of actually paying, right? When you're going through the steps to actually get the evaluation sign up for it. There's a place where you put the code and it'll take 50% off of whatever the original price is. So this is why you don't go short here at all. Strong bull trend, right? Small pullback bull trend, right? 3 traps to the upside. 1, 2, 3 traps to the long side. Pushing very strongly up, looking to break yesterday's high very easily. Looks straight to it. If we break yesterday's high, that'll give us actually our second pullback, but it could also be just a failed here, and this could a failed reversal and just go straight up. I don't know, Pandas. I don't know. I mean, it's just very little space between breaking this high and this top of this candle, and so we are hitting the top of the channel here. We marked this channel back with these pivots. It could be at the top of the channel here. Five-minute Pandas also had a trap trade. With a 5-minute trap trade and 2K trap trade, that might have been worth it, but man, oh man, oh man. Just choppy here, very choppy. Strong bull bar right now on the 5-minute. But we gotta let the candle finish here because we still have about a minute left on this candle. And I want to see how this candle, if this candle finishes a strong bull bar, man, you're thinking follow through. You're thinking gonna break yesterday's high. SW Blaze asks, is the discount forever or just first month? I'm guessing it's for the first month. I'm thinking it's the first month. I'll be very surprised if it's forever. Like, that would be the greatest deal of all time. I really think it's the first month, but I can confirm. I can email them and ask, but you should email them and ask. Let us know, but at the minimum, 1 month. Yeah, Aaron Don asks, if you have 4 ticks stop loss if you lose the trade, but before you do, it went 2 ticks in your direction, do you lose 4 ticks or 6 ticks since you had 2 ticks of unrealized gains? Yes, it's 6 ticks. Unrealized. It uses the highest point of your account, unrealized or realized. Well, Donald Smith said it's forever. And the discount lasts till November 15th. Pandas, hey, if this discount is forever, that is a deal. I would say jump on it right away if you can. Whoo, that's a nice price. Oh, so it's just for the I mean, yeah, after the evaluation, basically you just have to pay for market fees with the funded account. I didn't realize the discount is forever, but Pandas, hopefully you're not doing evaluations for forever. Go, baby. I mean, 5-minute and pretty strong bull bar. I'm thinking follow through, but no follow through right now. A little disappointing. Okay, something interesting happened here. Failed trap to the long side, reversing now, pretty strong. To the bottom of the channel. Going to the bottom of the channel here. Giving us a nice bull bar, but strong bear bar to the bottom of the channel. It is a two-legged pullback, pandas, but it's below the 20 EMA now. I just do not like that. A, B, C, failed trap, perhaps trap trade, but you do have this trend line gonna act as support. So I'll just be very wary on both sides right now. This is below the 20 EMA now. It can give you a point. I'm sitting on my pause here though. We do have a trap trade reversal setup here, right? I mean, we have a couple breaker trends new high, but I'm gonna sit on my pause here. Even if it breaks below here, I'm gonna think failed breakdown and it's gonna continue to go higher. I need a break of this trend, right? In order for me to consider reversal first, I need to break this trend. I'm not gonna go short here right into this trend line. That doesn't make sense to me. If you're gonna go short right into this trend line. Look at the 5-minute, no follow through whatsoever. William Surveillance, you have to put the code in when you purchase it. There is a place, right? You should find the spot where you can put your code in. You know, don't do it until you find that spot. It's when you, I think it's basically right before you sign up. It's not applied yet on the main. The prices you see, the original prices, or the prices you see on the website are the original prices. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Apex challenge right now. We're gonna try to get that funded account. No trades yet. That does give you a scalp here, but like I mentioned, below the 20 MA. Below the 20 MA. Right, that's why terrible signal bar below 20 MA. Just not what I want when I want to enter in a trade. We have a higher low setup here, pandas. This higher low setup is more interesting than this setup here, but I'm gonna sit on my pause because mainly we had this failed trap here, and this trap failing, right, telling me this might be reversal. And actually will be interested in going short here because we had two legs up here attempting to make a new high. And maybe interesting going short here, but man, we're a strong uptrend. It's just difficult to say. But anyone going long here, thoughts and prayers to you. Hopefully you guys make it. Thoughts and prayers for those going long there. I'm sitting on my pause. Just watching this market. Congrats to anyone who entered that two-legged pullback, higher low setup right there. It's a higher low setup because you got this. A, B, C, whoops. A, B, C, and you see where the second pivot is higher than the original pivot, or the first pivot. It's a higher low, second entry setup. Off of 20 MA. I like that one better than this one. But I didn't like how it comes after this failed trap. Right, this trap should make a point, but when traps fail to make a point, you know, you got strong bulls. I mean, you got strong bears here, right? That's evidence of strong bears. Congrats, brighter future. Congrats. Congrats to those who made that second entry right here, higher low. I just don't like when there's presence of bears here trying to go long into them. I do not like that. We have a two-legged pullback here, pandas. Going this way. A, B, C. Two-legged pullback going this way. Not interested in this one, but I'm bringing it up because this could be the end of the trend. But I'm not going to trade I'm not going to trade with it, right? But I'm going to keep a mental note here saying that, hey, we had a failed trap here. We had a breakdown of the 20 EMA. We had a two-legged pullback here, right? A, B, C, two-legged pullback here. And it tried to essentially make a new high, failed to do so, it made a micro double top. And we reversed, made a point almost instantly right there. And so you're thinking, right, this uptrend might be done. This uptrend might be done, but not confident enough, right, to enter this trade to think that it is done. But you're thinking it might be done. And so you have the potential of, right, to go into some shorts here, but we need a good setup. Right now, that is not what you want to see to go short. This trend line has not yet broken from this pivot to this pivot, right? Just these two pivots. Right? We're still in a strong uptrend, pandas. But I'm just making mental notes here of what's happening with the price action. Strong push down, but strong push up immediately. Right, no follow through. Can't even break this trend line, so not looking to go short at all until this trend line is broken, to be honest. Pandas, hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining me on my journey here on my Apex challenge. We're gonna get that funded account as soon as we can, as fast as we can. Trading only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Just reading bar by bar what's happening here. I haven't entered any trades. I think the best trade so far was probably this trade. I like that trade. Yeah, but missed it. When I see presence of bears, right, making these wicks here, when I see the presence of bears, it's hard for me to go long into that. Even though it does give you points here, I'm just sitting on my paws here right now. I don't like trading into failed traps, right? This is a trap here, failed. Don't like trading into that. In my opinion, clearly still uptrend. Right, some people will call this a failure here, right? Two-legged pullback failure, pushes down. They could treat this as a trap. Some people might do that. I'm just sitting on my paws. We have a micro triple top here, 3 pushes up. Man, but right into the 20 EMA, right into the trend line. I can't take this short either. But if this was in another place, that's not a bad short to go into. 1, 2, 3 pushes up, but in my opinion, still strong uptrend. But we still have price action going to the upside here. Like, imagine if you went short here and it just kept bouncing off of your break even. You know, this is how you gotta know how that feels like. Breaking above. Makes a point back to the top of the trading range. Makes a new high. So that new high was made after this failed reversal here, right? A, B, C. This tried to reverse A, B, C. Failed to do so and reverses. That was a potentially pretty good trade to go long here as well. But for me, I like to take traps that are less than a point, but this actually makes a absolute scalp, right? It hits the perfect scalp. It just makes perfectly the absolute scalp right there. So I like to go into actual traps, but that was a trap failure in terms of the price action, but I like to do it based off the point. Another trap. I mean, not looking to go short right now at all. I mean, when you have yesterday's high right here, it's a magnet. I just saw this really strong bear bar. Saw these failed traps here, and I was thinking, maybe, interesting. But yep. I didn't feel comfortable right going long into any of that, especially with this choppiness. push up, man. Every single one of these bull legs are just making the points. The only one that really failed was this one here. This one's successful. This is successful. This is successful. This is successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons to go long, and you have one failure. It's not bad. And in my mind, you gotta take note of that. If the bulls are just always making money like that, you gotta consider it. Man, strong push down. Now we're getting some bearish behavior. That's with the L4 here. L4 set up right before hitting yesterday's high too. I mean, in my mind, I got two conflicting things. I got L4 set up. I also have yesterday's high, and it's just, in my opinion, should act as a magnet. But man, that making a point like that, that shouldn't happen in a strong uptrend. Right? You shouldn't get such strong bearish movement. But we shall see. I'm curious to see if it can break below here. Otherwise, it'll be like a stepping pattern. Right? You can see here on this previous pivot, bounces off of it. I want to see here off this previous pivot, will bounce off of it. Right? You got these stepping patterns here, comes down to it, tests it, bounces off of it. If you're thinking comes back down here, bounces off of it. Stepping pattern. Pandas. See what's happening here. Pretty strong uptrend. I mean, if you're in this channel like this, I mean, that's saying something. It's respecting this channel quite nicely on the top side and the downside. I think all really begins with this reversal here on the 10K chart. If you were able to enter this reversal, I mean, actually happens like, yeah, 6 something, 6:33 a.m. Eastern time. If you're actually able to enter that reversal, I mean, this is what, in my opinion, what has caused this reversal here is causing this on the 10K chart, right above the 20 MA. It's a nice trade to get into, in my opinion. $10K chart about to trigger another two-legged pullback here. I'm just sitting on my pause here. Can't take this, not close to the 20 MA. Plus it's getting choppy here. 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars. Alright, it's not the best second entry to enter into. If you take it because you're thinking strong uptrend, then so be it. But bad signal bar, choppiness, you have to have, you know, these are the reasons not to enter. And we want to find those greater than 90% probability trades. Not looking to go short here either, but it is an L4 setup, so the trap is little intriguing to enter and to get to the bottom of this channel here, but not enough room to 20 MA. Trap might even disappear. Strong bull bar ending near its not ending on its high, but above like the upper third of the bar. So close to yesterday's high. I mean, it'll be surprising if we don't hit it, in my opinion. We should hit it. How we're gonna hit it, don't know, but we should hit it. Just watching, just watching. This is gonna trap, and look at the range of this. 2,000 ticks, 2,000 transactions. This goes a little, the range is a little more than a point here. It's 1.5 points. That's a trap right there. Trap immediately reverses. Not sure what's happening here. There's actually enough room back to the bottom of the 20 EMA here. Back to the 20 EMA. Little tricky. It's very choppy right now. Point is made. One more tick low. Perfect scalp made. No absolute scalp made yet. Absolute scalp made back to the 20 EMA. After L4 setup trap trade. But so close to yesterday's high. It's just confusing right now. It's like two magnets. My price action is telling me it's going to go down. But this yesterday's high is telling me it's going to go up. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was going to happen. Felt like we're going to get that reversal off this L4 trap trade. I'm not sure how strong this is going to be though. Breaking below the 20 EMA, strong bear bar ending near its low. Thinking the bottom of this trend line here. Hitting the bottom of the channel, sorry. That's what we're thinking. It's going to come to test the bottom of this channel, maybe possibly fail breakdown of it. Strong signal bar at the moment to go long, but I'm going to skip this trade, Panda, just because we had the reversal pattern here with this trap. This trap pushing it down, even though it's a strong bull bar, I'm going to sit on my pause. I'm not going to trade this, even if it breaks up strong bull bar. Good signal bar. I'm skipping this trade. And a lot of you could take this trade, and I'm completely okay with that, but I'm skipping this one for the reasons stated. Right? We had a reversal here. We had this L4 setup. We have a reversal. We have strong bear presence here, and so I'm not trying to go long into that. Even with a good signal bar, I'm going to sit on my pause here because the price action is telling me that this could be a difficult point to make, which is already a difficult point to make. Hasn't even made a perfect scalp yet. Sitting on my pause here. I might take it on an H4 here off of this trend line, then I may go long. But we have some presence of some bears right now, for sure. Right? Where we didn't really have, we first saw it here, and the bears came back in here. Right? We saw it here, new high, then bears came back in. You could make the point now, right? Couldn't break below the 20 EMA here, giving us a good sign for the bulls. But just, I'm not in the trade originally, so I'm not gonna go into the trade now. If it makes a point, it is what it is. I'm just skipping this. Makes a perfect scalp. Perfect scalp made. Absolute scalp made. So congrats to anyone who went long there. Good signal bar. I just had to skip it, man, because when you see this trap coming down like that with a strong bear bar after an L4 setup, I'm just, in my opinion, right, when you see this reversal, like, I would have hated it if I went long there and it reversed it, and I would have just kicked myself saying, why would I go long there when I had all of this evidence of bears coming into the market? Why would I go long? And I would have hated myself more than the joy I would have received or gotten if I went long there. In my opinion, it was just too much evidence of bearish evidence here, right? Too choppy as well. I mean, I could not go long there. Sorry, pandas. But for those who did make that point, I'm glad anyone making that point, anyone making money. Please, I hope you are. But in my opinion, I could not enter that. You have these 1, 2, 3, 4 hits right here. Can't even go long here anymore either. 4 hits like this. Thinking it's getting too choppy. But staying clearly above the 20 EMA, which is a very good sign for bulls. A very good sign. We're staying above the 20 EMA, right? When the market's like bouncing off the 20 EMA like that, it's a good sign. Going long here, I wouldn't be mad at you. I really wouldn't be mad. But I'm sitting on my pause, doji bar. Right, it's too choppy in my opinion right now. This is chop in my opinion. But the bulls have been making a point pretty often, right? There's a couple traps on the bulls here. There's a trap here on the bulls. You would have got stopped out. You would have made that point. So. Absolute scalp made. Our higher low setup again to go long. Breaking this 1, 2, 3, 4 hits here. Breaking above it now. Sitting on my pause here. Brighter Future asks, can you tell me what's the Apex challenge? Pandas, welcome to my stream. I'm Bye Money. Glad that you guys are joining us. Welcome to the Apex challenge. The Apex challenge is trying to get a funded account on Apex. And I'm doing $150,000, trying to get a $150,000 funded account. But before doing so, I need to pass the evaluation, and that's what this Apex challenge is. The evaluation is getting $9,000 profit before hitting a $5,000 trailing drawdown. And so this is my attempt of trying to pass this challenge. I started yesterday, I'm up about $900. And so we have a good start here. About 10% of our goal on day one. But welcome to the journey here. I'm glad that you guys can join me as I'm trying to do this evaluation. And in my opinion, I'm like, man, it'd be nice to get a 150K account just by passing this evaluation and risking someone else's money, right? That's the nice thing about funded accounts, right? You're risking someone else's money, not your own money. So hopefully, you know, we can get that 150K account and trade as if we have a $150,000 account. But to do so, you first have to pass this evaluation, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. And what we do on the stream, we trade only one single instrument. The biggest, baddest, most liquidable market in the world, the E-mini, S&P futures, ES, whatever you want to call it. It's a Super Bowl of trade. We trade it here every single day. And we trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this, or like this, 2 pushes down, 2 pushes up. And we like this setup because in the right context, right, this is greater than 90% probability to make a point if you see this setup. And so on this channel, right, if you want more details about the setup, you can check out the description below. There are playlists going over details over this. And also, on this channel, we trade pure price action. And so that means that I read bar by bar. That means that I have everything on the screen. It helps me with price action. I have the trading range indicator, marking trading ranges using pure price action. I have the two-legged pullback indicator, automatically counting all legs for us and identifying second entries, and also traps. So if you want more information about either of these indicators, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Also, if you're interested in getting a funded account, like I'm doing right now, there's a 50% off code, APEX50, that lasts until November 15th, I believe. And so use that code. It's in the pinned message. And if you want to use the link, that helps out a lot. Helps out this channel a lot if you can use that link to sign up. Rin as how long do you have to reach your goal? There is no time limit. You can take as long as you want. But there is a minimum time limit, as in you have to do it after, you have to be trading at least 10 days. So you can't just do like one trade and just go like super long or super short and just put all your contracts there and just see if you can make it. You have to trade at least 10 days, 10 active days of trading. Doesn't have to be in a row either. It could just be 10 trading days. Yeah, I got no trades so far. I mean, like in my mind, I could have gone long here, but man, I had too much bearish presence here, and I just could not pull myself to get long. I would have kicked myself so many times if I went long there. But no trades yet. It's still clearly above the 20 MA, which is a beautiful sign for bulls. 20 MA is acting so strong right now. Getting a wedge here at the moment. 3 pushes up, but the wedge is above the 20 EMA, right? Riding above the 20 EMA. From my experience, when the wedges are above the 20 EMA like this and it's wedging, it actually is a breakout pattern. Comes out and breaks out this wedge. If you can stay above the 20 EMA. Ooh, almost traded my 3. So off stream, I trade 3 contracts or 4 contracts, 3 scalps, 1 runner. On stream, I'm trading only 2 until I get a couple green days in a row. This bullish or this, now we gotta mix our bearish and bullish behavior. We're getting exchanging of trades here. Getting too choppy in my opinion. Very hard to trade this right to 20 MA. You're not trading short there, pandas. You're not doing it. Right? When the 20 MA has been a strong support like that, you're just not trading against that. Even if it makes a point, I'm not trading into that. You know, when it's acting like this strong support, until we break well below it, right? Until we break this trend line, like, I'm not trying to go short right now. But I'm not trying to go long either when you have all of this bearish presence. It's just difficult. It's just too choppy here right now, in my opinion. Nothing to trade here. I mean, these setups are been pretty good, right? This is a good setup, I guess. This is a good setup. Just in my opinion, when you have all of this bearish behavior here, I just say I've been burned many times trying to trade against these reversal patterns. We do have a trap, right, off of the trend line, off of the 20 MA, but too choppy in my opinion, right? You're going long into the chop. Uriah asks, Apex, what is happening if after 3 to 4 months I do not want to continue with Apex account? You just close it. I mean, if you have a funded account, then you probably want to withdraw as much money as you can and then close your account. I don't think it's any more than that. Tim Chone asks, Panda, are you using your own license? I am using my own license. Alright, we're breaking the trend line finally. This trend line is finally broken. This wedge is proving to be a type of reversal now. In my opinion, it's still hard to go short. Right, this is the first break of trend in my opinion. Looking for a new high. Way too choppy. Look at this chop right now. In my opinion, I'm just sitting on my paws. I'm not trading any of this. Right, the chop happened with these 3 bars. It's just been going in and out of this chop for the last, I don't know, 10 minutes. Just sitting here. Nothing to do here in my opinion. Pandas, welcome to the Apex evaluation. Glad that you guys can join us. Hey, if you guys are interested in the Apex, joining Apex funded account, click on the pinned message. The pin message, there's a link there with a coupon. Even though this is looking very strange, it's just, in my opinion, the fact that I can know it's strange it's in and of itself useful. Just sitting on my pause. Let's check the other time frame, see if we get any new information. We are, the market's been so choppy. Even on the 5 minute, we are getting this huge trading range on the 5 minute. 10K chart, just an uptrend, in my opinion. I would probably want to use either this or this, but if I use this, I have to use this. That's what it looks like on the 5 minute using this and this pivot, these 3 pivots here. Bouncing off the trend line here. Making some strong bullish move right now. Still sitting on my pause though. It's too choppy for me to really do anything here. Magic Warehouse says, Panda, I think it's time for you to team up with Richard Harris. He keeps cashing in trade after trade. Maybe there's more of opportunity than waiting for a two-legged pullback. I said, Richard Harris, start your own channel. You guys can follow him there. I can't trade with Richard Harris. I have no idea what his strategy is. With a two-legged pullback, it is the nice thing about the two-legged pullback is that everyone can see it. And so I can't trade with Richard Harris if I don't know what I'm looking for. But with a two-legged pullback, you know exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for 2 legs up or 2 legs down off a key entry. Nothing wrong with what Richard Harris is doing. If he's making money, beautiful. But in terms of collab, I cannot do it. The 5 minutes showing this huge trading range right now. I don't know if it's gonna last. It looks a little weird to be a trading range, but this is a trading range on the 5 minute. It could trap out here, but I'm not interested in this trap, obviously, because we're on top of the trading range. But that looks. This is interesting that the trading range indicator is identifying this as a trading range. Very interesting, in my opinion. Pandas. Hope you guys are doing well. Very choppy here. Just there's nothing you can do here, in my opinion, Pandas. Like, if you take this long, good luck. Or if you take it short, good luck. I just nothing for me here. Way too choppy. And the chop is too small. The trading range is really too small to take advantage of any of these swings here. Almost want to go short here. Almost want to go short. Almost want to go short if it breaks below here, because on the 10K chart we have a two failed traps, right? Failed trap here, and then we're making outside bar reversal, strong bear bar, ending near its low. Almost want to go short here, but I'm gonna sit on my pause still, and sitting on my pause. If this makes a second entry long and then reverses, I'm gonna take the short. The higher time frames, it looks bearish, in my opinion. Yep. 10K. Breaking down. Failed trap. Two failed traps. Coming back to the 20 MA. Wanted to go short there, but I wanted to set up on the 2K chart. No setup on the 2K chart. It is what it is, pandas. Let's go, baby. The 5 minute, you thought it was going to go up forever, but the 5 minute trading range indicator giving us coming back to the 20 MA. I knew it was going to come back to the 20 MA sooner or later, but I didn't think it was going to be that soon. Just boom, we're straight to it. Bouncing right off of it, 20 MA. Can't take this trap. It's too far below the 20 MA. If it happened up here, I would have definitely been interested in taking a trap right there. And this is why you can't just always go long. You know, you got scary stuff. Pandas, look at the 5 minute right now. How crazy is that? Perfect touch on the 20 EMA. You cannot say the 20 EMA, the institutions are not looking at the 20 EMA. I know the institutions are. And the funny thing is, when it came down, the 20 EMA was like actually a little lower. But the fact that it's kind of closing up here now, the 20 EMA actually caught up to the bottom of the wick here. Absolutely amazing. It just wanted that one push down before maybe finally making its attempt to break yesterday's high, but I mean, missed that. I couldn't do anything about it. No trade for me. I liked it on the 10K chart because of two failed traps. I really liked it. I really did like it. But I looked at it and I saw the risk was quite large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 points of risk. Whew. It is what it is, though. And everyone on the chat will say counter trend trade. In my opinion, price action trade. But I don't know. It's too hard. I mean, I didn't take it, so my actions speak louder than my words. Richard Harris always says he tries to get into two-legged pullback. The two-legged pullback Discord. Richard Harris, please email support@twoleggedpullback.com. They'll help you out. This wedge here could be reversal pattern. Now we're under the 20 MA, breaking clearly this channel here. Right, this channel up clearly being broken. Typically what you look for is actually a new high right now. Right, this is the first break of this trend. You look for a new high before thinking this is the top here. Hard to say. Pandas, doing my evaluation right now. Didn't enter any trades yet, so just reading the price action. Just saw how choppy this was. Higher low, second entry. Could give us a nice little push up here with this. After a strong break like this, kind of hard to go long right here. After 3 overlapping bars as well. Sitting on my pause, everything's just See, my pause a little too choppy here. It can work this time, but next time it might not work. Nasir Rahimi asks, does a coupon work for any plan? I should. I think it does. For those who went long here, thoughts and prayers to you now. This is a two-legged pullback to the downside. But also, very hard to enter this trap as well, in my opinion. I'll look, if this trap fails, look for the new high. Right, because you got 3 pushes down, right? 1, 2, 3 pushes down. Let's see if this trap triggers and fails. I'll look to go long then. Making another attempt to go up. Very curious to see what happens here. Okay, so those who are trying to come out break even are out break even now. But the fact that like the moment it went up, it went back down, makes me think that there are bears here, right? They're waiting. Bears are waiting here. And there are limit order bears here that actually are trying to sell with limit orders a tick above the previous candle. So even on the strong bull candle, there are bears with limit orders here waiting to go short. And you gotta recognize that with the price action. Like bears were here trying to get short and they scalped out. Those bears scalped out. They were able to scalp out on that. Ooh, two-legged pullback, but I'm looking actually to go long here if we can get a failed two-legged pullback here. Looking for a new high. The second entry short's not triggering for us, but it's getting very choppy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. Sitting on my pause here. Even if this triggers, I can't go long here either. Too much chop. Bernadette says, this waiting game is like watching paint dry. Yes, yes, yes. My favorite activity. I tell people, if you want to learn how to trade, just paint a wall and just watch it dry. That is lesson number 1 when it comes to trading. Patience. Hey, it does trigger. This short does trigger, but can't go long either. Even if it reverses, too choppy. Perfect scalp made. Can't go long here. Chop is gonna chop. It's too choppy here. Don't know what's gonna happen. It can go long. If it breaks long, it can reverse again. It's just too choppy. I cannot enter these trades right now. Look at how many overlapping bars there are right now. I cannot trade this. That doesn't even give you a full point. I mean, it gives you a perfect scalp, but you can still be stuck in here. It breaks up. It traps to the long side right there, pandas. Absolutely amazing trapping to the long side. But hey, it could reverse here again. I'm not interested in this trap either. It's too choppy. Sitting on my pause, waiting for this congestion to get out. Not interested in this long either. Long does make a point immediately. Perfect scalp, absolute scalp, right? This trap does work out for you. That was a trade I was interested in. More interested in than this short to go long. Mainly because higher time frames, right? Two-legged pullback off of 20 MA. That's what the 10K chart was giving us, right? A nice two-legged pullback. Also on the 5-minute, hit the 20 MA perfectly, bounced off of it. So I was thinking we're gonna go long, like we weren't really done short. But right now, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Looking for a new high, that's what I'm thinking. Aaron Korn says traps, trapping traps. Exactly. This is a trap. Right, this trap fails. Traps the other way. Trap the trappers. Right, that's a Pikachu trade. Bad context. DX says, I have painted my room so many times, it is now 20% smaller. That's a lot of paint, my friend. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Pandas, I have not entered any trades, and hopefully you guys know why. Because when I see price action like this, I'm not very fond of this type of price action to enter in. It's very confusing for me. Especially with the two-legged pullback. Basically, people are making money off limit orders. And the thing about a two-legged pullback is that you make money off stop orders. And so, when you have a limit order market, two-legged pullback actually gets chopped up. Right? You got this trap. Going back down to the top of the trading range to the bottom of the trading range. I mean, it's like a 1.25 point trading range. But hits the top, it hits the bottom. Trading range is acting like a trading range as it should. I have no idea what's going on here, Pandas. Just watching. Got a trap to the long side again. And you could try to trade this breakout thinking we're gonna, get 4 or 5 points here. And that's your prerogative, but you have to be willing to lose whatever this is. You have to be willing to do the thing that's more unlikely to happen. So small probability, but good risk reward. Outside bar reversal makes a perfect scalp on the outside bar reversal. Looking for that new high, right? Break a trend, new high. That's what I was talking about. How most likely this will make a new high after this trend breaks, which is exactly what it just did right now. So it made a new high, right? Break a trend, new high. So this is why I didn't go short here on this trap. Looking for that new high being made. Yesterday's high being challenged. This wedge is still here. I think it's a semi-resistance, but I don't think it'll last very long. I think it's gonna break yesterday's high. I mean, we're less than a point away. Just watching. Way too choppy for my taste to trade. Break a trend, new high. Wedge top here. I'm not sure how strong this wedge is gonna last though. Micro double bottom might be enough for bulls to enter long again. They're just like, we don't care. We just want to enter in. Micro double bottom doesn't even need to break previous candles low. Just watching, just watching. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Currently doing the evaluation right now for Apex. But no trades still. Way too choppy. I was thinking about entering long here, but still way too choppy. I've been burned way too many times entering traps in chop. Just sitting on my paws. All of this chop here. Can't trade any of that. Interesting. Just watching. Nothing going on here, pandas. Anyone making money today, congrats. Tricky, tricky market. It hit yesterday's high perfectly. Interesting. Hitting yesterday's high perfectly. In my opinion, it's gonna break it, but tapped off of it. There it is. Finally breaks above yesterday's high. Took forever. This is how the daily looks like now. Strong push down, but strong push up. It's incredible reversal here. Just watching, no setups. Just watching. So Pandas, how you guys doing? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing amazing. As this grinds up, no setups for us. I watched Dune recently, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dune was actually, it blew me away. It blew me away. I would recommend watching Dune in IMAX or in Dolby, in like a Dolby surround. We have this trend. We have this channel from these pivots. Creating too much noise for us here. Sitting on my pause, I don't have any setups that I really like right now. Nothing I really like here. Sleepy Joe says, should check out the series called Foundation. I might check it out. And I know I didn't make any trades, but make sure you scalp that like button. Helps out this channel out a lot. I mean, I hope you guys understand why I didn't take any of my trades. There are reasons why I didn't take them. Usually when it's just too choppy, I don't like going to trades. If it was a nice trading range, like if we had a nice like big trading range, then maybe I'll be interested. But when it's too choppy like this, I can't pull myself to do it. I can't do it. Even this one here, man, after a strong bear bar like this, I mean, that's probably an okay trade. But man, oh man, oh man. I can't pull myself to do it. Let's just say I've been burned way too many times on setups like that. Akira Pavi says the price action is complete trash. I mean, I agree. I agree. Lee 881888 says Dexter returns November 7th. Man, Dexter? It was special. It had something going for it, and it just started to fall apart like halfway through the series. And either they just ran out of ideas or they just humanized him too much, but it just got like really bad. Like the way they ended it, it almost was like a Game of Thrones type thing where it's just complete. The ending was just horrendous. Like they just did not know how to end it. They did not know, like, yeah, it was just terrible. I liked Dexter like first couple seasons, but man, after like it just did not end well. Sitting on my paws, I got no setups here. Watching this market, even if it goes up forever, still there's nothing I can really do. Can't get in this terrible market. Aaron Korn says, is doing good. Ben Shapiro says, we need to see part 2. I wouldn't know if I trust Ben Shapiro and you know, his movie taste, but I thought Dune was amazing. Like I said, if you're gonna watch it in IMAX. In my opinion, it's worth it. If you can't watch it in IMAX, I think the theater is fine. But in my opinion, this is like a theater-worthy movie. Most people can just watch it like on HBO Max, but I think it's worth going to the theater for, especially if you can watch IMAX. Like in my opinion, like I might want to go back to watching IMAX because I watched it in like Dolby Surround, which is like has like a digital projection plus like they're really focused on the sound, which I thought was amazing, because Hans Zimmer was the composer, and the sound was amazing. But I think in my opinion, I wish they had the IMAX screen with the Dolby Surround. That would be amazing. Aid H says, if you think PA is trash, take a step back and focus. Look at the groups of bars, not individual ones. Then ask how are traders getting paid. That is actually excellent advice, Aid. That's actually really excellent advice. That's exactly what you should be looking for. Who's making money here? I mean, bulls are making money right now. Bears are making money, but bulls are making money way more often than bears right now. Let's look at the higher time frames. The higher time frames is simply just a strong bull trend, right? This is a 10K chart, and we have first break of trend right here, but the test is right off the 20 MA, right? The 5-minute perfect tap on 20 MA. We might get a measure move of some sorts. Not sure. But right now, the way this is grinding, very difficult to get in my opinion. Pandas, if you're trading, just trade safe, guys. Right? Be smart, be patient. If you don't see your setup, it's okay. You know, there'll be plenty of days where you can find setups. Right now, I didn't find any that I liked personally. I just, when I see markets like this, it is what it is. Just watching, no setups. Like, if you're reading this bar by bar, like, man, look at this. It's just like, what, 4 overlapping bars in a row? People buying limit orders on the bottom of these bars. 1 tick below this bar buying limit orders. Right, just buying limit orders up here. One, two, three, four. Well, it's gonna count a ledge here, but guess not. In my mind, there is no reason to go short here. Some reasons to go long, but to go long is a little difficult right now. I think that bar right there was the bears being broken. The bears were broken right there. See if we can make this to a 2-tier. This could be 2-tier here, right? With this upper here and the bottom here, making a 2-tier channel. In my opinion, that broke a lot of bears right there. Trying to reverse the market here, here, here. They tried to reverse the market 3 times. Some were able to come out break even right here, as you can see. Right? Those who went short here, they entered again here, right, to go short, and they came out break even. This is why you see this wick right here, because the traders coming out break even. 1 tick below here, so 1 tick below here entered, 1 tick below here entered, come out break even, so you see a bounce right off there. And so, in my opinion, for those who didn't come out break even, right, they're trying to come back to the original point. They try to come in again right here. So now they have a break, they have this trade, and their break even was right here again, right, coming out break even. And you know, for those who didn't come out break even, I think they got, basically they broke after this came up here. So this is why you see these little bounces here, right, coming exactly at the midpoint, 1 tick below here. And I've put it here because that's a midpoint here. So that midpoint, you know, people entering again to break even, and so they basically are in 4 times their original, like, you know, amount of contracts they would typically take here, because you have to double up here and double up once again. So you're in a lot of your heavy contracts right now, trying to probably come back to your original, right, to make some money instead of just come at break even, and they got stopped out right there big time. Right, boom, trapped up. And that's, in my opinion, what had happened right there in those little teeny pullbacks. The reason why I'm thinking that is because, first thing, Al Brooks says, you know, that's what they do. And second, I've done that myself. and I had to take the stop loss. Like I tried to come out break even twice, and I had to take it no matter what, the stop loss. I've been broken. Like I've lost those trades before. Right, trade counter trend, thinking it's gonna reverse. Have a couple, scale ins ready. About 2 scale ins ready, and that's where you get broken. Alright, pandas, it's about that time. Trade safe, everybody. I know I made no trades today, but hopefully you guys understand why, right? I didn't see any good setups that I liked. And it is what it is, I'd rather walk away with a 0 flat than going into trades that I don't like. And so, pandas, trade safe, everybody. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. I'll update the title with how far I'm getting in my Apex evaluation. And unfortunately, didn't do any trades today, but it is what it is. But the evaluation will continue, and yeah, hopefully we can get to it. So pandas, trade safe, everybody, and as always, happy trading. God bless. I see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.